Rook. Just kidding, guys. What's up? Today is the Guigo and Guigo show. That's right. My guest today is Guigo. Guigo, how you doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. How you doing, man? Oh, I'm doing just fine. Well, nice, man. And I see Timba is doing fine. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, man. Timba is doing so good. He's looking pretty healthy. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's eating. He's eating a little bit. Really? Yeah, except for he's not eating the foods he needs to be eating. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah. We need him to eat different foods, but he's eating the foods that he likes. It doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, my dog is the same. Yeah, because your dog is the same. Yeah. Anyway, so that's enough of Tim. Right, Tim? Enough of you? Oh no, he's gonna do more. He wants to be part of the show even more than he is now. So guys, I just watched all of The Walking Dead. The last season. We got busy on Sundays, so we couldn't keep up. And then we recorded it all, and then and then said, hey, let's all watch it when we have our own time. And I recently procrastinated on everything I needed to do while watching the show. That came out wrong. But yeah, I watched the show. Watched the second half of the season. Season 8, I believe. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I didn't like how it ended. I didn't. Yeah, I wish it ended differently. Really? I thought it ended just fine. I like the interplay of, I like that message that I'm not asking you. I'm not asking. This is my show. Yeah, but I'm saying it anyway. Okay. So I like how in the end there's that. Oh, if I say it, it's gonna spoil it. Yeah, it's gonna spoil it. Should we give away the ending of Avengers? Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, most people saw it, right? No, that wouldn't be cool. Why do I have you here? Well, where else am I gonna go? That's right. So, guys, enough of my rambling. Everybody, you should check out Walking Dead if you haven't, as well as Vikings. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I don't think you have. I don't think you listen to the show. I don't listen to the show. Okay, but when we're editing it, but you don't watch the whole thing. Yeah, but I listen to it while editing it. Yeah, but okay. Anyway, Vikings, excellent show. If you have Amazon Prime and aren't a little poor bitch, that's right, I said it. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, it's on there. All 4 seasons, and they're coming out with a new season, which should be good. I love the main guy. Let me see if I can look up who he is and his name. Boom, boom, boom. That's really annoying. You don't need to. Yeah, I know. Okay, I like to do that. It cuts the time. Are you sure? Yes. Jesus. Travis Fimmel is this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am straight, but if I were gay or bisexual, this would be a sexy man in my eyes. He's still a sexy man. Very sexy man in my eyes. But unfortunately, it just doesn't get me going. But still, what a good looking guy. And I love it how he plays his character. But I just found out he's actually Australian and he's not Norwegian. Who is Norwegian in this? Let's see. His lovely wife, Lagertha, played by none other than... Who the fuck? Oh, man. Played none other by Catherine Winnick. And she is amazing in the role. Oh, she's Canadian. Damn it. There are no Norwegian actors in this Norwegian. Vikings are Norwegian, right? I think so, right? I didn't ask you. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, but you're saying things out loud, so I figured that I should, say something. Yeah, but if I'm gonna look it up as I'm going, why would I ask you? I mean, you're gonna know. You're gonna see it as I see it. Yeah, so the Vikings ruled Norway for 250 years. Yeah, so when they say they're gonna head out west, from the map, it looks like they're not heading west. Am I getting this wrong? Depending on where you'd be, you're heading, unless you're like really at the bottom of Norway, you would be heading southwest. But, who cares? West in some way. So yeah, back to Catherine Winnick. She and the character she plays is awesome. Lagertha, she's, my favorite character, I usually have two characters. The character I connect with, who I feel like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I said I was recording. Yeah, so it's usually my favorite character who I either embody or I'd like to embody or who I'd like to have their body. So in this in this show, it's definitely Ragnar, played by the very handsome Travis Fimmel. Although somebody I know likes Clive Standen, who plays I don't know, Ragnar's brother, and she says like he looks more like a king, and it's true. He looks like definitely more of a king. He has that big beard, but the big long hair. He's big. He has this like honorable stone. How do you say it? Like he's like a rock, like the Rock. No, not like the Rock, but like a rock. Why'd you say that? Why'd you say like a rock if you didn't? Shut up. So he's very sturdy in character, and that seems more like a king quality, like a leadership quality. But I like Ragnar. I like his greed. I like his character flaws. I like his inability to keep things in his pants, and and then when he gets somebody, pregnant, it's like, hey, they have 2 wives some places. Can we be, 2 wives? And you know what Lagertha does? What does she do? I'm going to tell him. You obviously know. I know, but you could. Okay. Lagertha leaves his ass. It's like, I ain't going to have 2 wives. I'm not going to be one of your wives. All right. I'm your wife or I ain't your wife. I'm going to keep it at that. So why'd you go in a southern accent like that? Well, I don't know. Don't they have multiple wives? No, that's Mormon, I think. I don't know. Mormons are nice people, actually. I disagree with a lot, but they're definitely nice people. Even when they're trying to convert you. Hey, do you want to come to our church meeting? And, you're definitely invited. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm very, I'm not religious. Oh, okay. Just figured I'd ask. That easy. Very nice people. So Lagertha, she's just freaking awesome. And she joins the rest of the Vikings as they fight. That is badass. She is consistently in the show a complete badass. And I love it. And her acting is great as the character. Everybody in that show is great. Although I think Floki has the strongest performance of everybody. I like Ragnar because I feel what he's going through, but I think Floki really gets the madness down. But Lagertha is great, and Catherine Winnick, she is gorgeous. Now I left for you feminists out there. I left that at the end. You know why? Because despite being such a pig, I see other qualities in a woman. I see her as a great actress. I see her as as the character, badass. with leadership qualities, not taking shit from no one, even fighting like a Viking, like a badass in the middle of war. And she's hot, right? That's how it works. It's a complete picture. And it's the same for me. I wish people could say I'm hot. You know, they look at me, they're like, oh, wow, he's smart. He does a podcast. He's getting places. He's going. He has a friend. And, he's hot. He's so hot. No one ever says that. Well, because you're not hot. Yeah. I know I'm not, you don't have to bring it up. Look like a out of shape Kratos. I know Nico mentioned it. He had to mention it a couple of episodes ago. Guys, look up Kratos right now, wherever you are. If you're driving, never mind. I can't remember the thing I need to say to make sure that you don't sue me. So I'm just going to ignore it for now. Look up Kratos when you get home, I guess. Jeez, Alec, why'd you mess it up like that? Yeah, I don't need you to tell me like shit like that, okay? Why don't you just stay quiet? You're a guest. What are you doing here? That sounds stupid. Shut up. Okay, so look up Kratos. And you see this guy? See his baldness and his beardness and his definite fitness. That sounded stupid. Yeah, that's you know what? Maybe I look like a younger Kratos with a beard? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I look like Kratos, except like a slightly. I look like a Kratos who likes to eat what he eats, you know. But like, if I got in shape, I'd wish for you people to say how great I am, how magnificent I am, how completely stupid. I mean, I want you to look at me, just like that picture I saw on Facebook. I want you to look at me and think, wow, that guy is so cute. But then think, oh man, I can't say that. You know what? Next time I see somebody and I think, oh, he's cute. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, you're courageous. You're fearless. You are smart, intelligent. You have a wonderful soul. Because, you can see stuff like that by just looking at a person and assuming things. And I would love for you to assume that. So when you say, wow, you are so fucking hot. When you say that, right? I'm not going to believe everything because you need to say like, wow, you are so intelligent. And then I'm thinking, okay, you think I'm intelligent, but you also think I'm hot because you're hiding it. That was the stupidest thing I ever heard. Okay. I know. But, I don't know what to say. All right. The thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, this unimportant bullshit I wanted to talk to you about, is the kind of places I want to live. I want to live in Malta. Once again, look up pictures of Malta. Now, how do I look up the places I want to live? Well, I look up the climate. Climate? That's climate. I look at the overall weather in an area. And I check out what I like. What I like is between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit all year long. I know that doesn't exist. Don't need to tell me that. But that's what I want. Although what I like is there's this like temperature diurnal. Let me see if that's right. I believe it's the temperature between nighttime diurnal temperature range is the difference between the daily maximum and minimum temperature. Oh no, but that's not what I want. I was thinking, there's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference between the temperature at night and during the day. And at different places, it's higher or lower, depending on the different places. That's being redundant. You don't have to say it twice. I know. I'm rambling here. Okay, sorry. So when you're closer to sea level, the changes are more dramatic. but when you're higher, it's less traumatic. And also, if I remember correctly, if it's hotter and drier, that's why, like, if you're in the desert, you might get that. You'll think, oh my God, it's burning hot. I'm going to die. Please don't kill me. Quicksand. And then at nighttime, you're freezing. You're freezing to death. And it makes no sense because you're in the desert. What the hell? And then the next day, climate change kills you. But, you go to another place and it's completely different. The place I want to live it's closed all year long. Absolutely all year long. I know it doesn't exist. Shut the fuck up while I say this. All year long, I want it to be 75 degrees in the day, 60 degrees at night. Guigo? What? You know that's unattainable. I've said that. I know it is. Jesus. People, I'm sorry. This guy won't shut up. So, I want a place that has that difference during the day and night. Why? I love nights. I'm a bit of a night owl. That's what I like to do. I have been waking up early for multitudes of reasons, and I hate it. I'd rather stay up late, get my 9 hours, just live like everybody else. Just, forward in time. I probably have that sleep disorder. I am looking up a bunch of things today, but it's sleep phase disorder. I think it's what it's called. Circadian rhythm sleep disorder. I think that's the one. Yeah. Or delayed phase sleep disorder. The cause of all night owls. And there's actually a theory that I actually like, that most people with ADHD, like me, although I'm less of the H kind, although listening to me ramble, yes, ramble, it probably brings up the idea that I have the H still, but I don't have the H. More ADD and then ADHD, but still attention deficit disorder. Blah, blah, blah. So this theory basically states that ADHD is derived from as a sleep disorder, right? So, right. So, most people who have ADHD record some form of sleeping issues. I know I only slept 3.5 hours last night, and I'm still doing this podcast for you people because I love you. But with the sleep problems, it screws up how you function for the rest of the day. And there's other problems that come up with it, obviously, different than other people who can't sleep well at night. But not sleeping well is what exasperates. That's the right word. Exacerbates. Exacerbates the symptoms. And so ADHD people, get your sleep. Although, here's another theory. It might be just your survival genes. What? Yeah, it might just be your survival genes. Because think about it, guys. Actually, don't think. I'll tell you. So they did this study. Some mysterious people. They did a study on a barely touched group of I was going to make a joke. Can't make jokes like that. But now I did it. Barely touched group of indigenous people. And does indigenous only work in Australia? I don't know. I know you don't know. We know the same things. But it might just be in Australia, but I don't know. You know what I mean. The Native Americans of Africa. So that sounds terrible. I'm sorry. So they did a barely touched tribe there. They did a study on how they function throughout the day. And they shit, they piss, they bleed, they cry, they sigh, they wonder why. But they also have somebody awake almost all 24 hours of the day. So there are people who stay up at night to guard the place. And guess what? if I remember correctly. So this is all based on my memory, right? I might just be fucking with you people, just like the world's a pyramid kind of stuff. But if I remember correctly, it showed that they had symptoms similar to people with ADHD. And guess what? If you think about it, hyperfocus, stimulus issues, ADHD people, we get overstimulated. I remember in school they have those, what are those lights? Those tubular lights. I can't remember words, but the white tubular lights. And if you notice carefully, they're like vibrating. Maybe you guys don't notice it, but we people with ADHD, we notice it. And it goes all day and annoys us every day. And then you get horrible grades and they're like, you're procrastinating. It's like, I'm going crazy. Anyway, no excuses. Be a man. But yeah, overstimulation, when there's an idea is that if it's at night, you're taking in more stimulus, right? That's why you get overstimulated. So at night, there's very little stimulus because everything's dark. But if you see something, you're noticing the stimulus better. So it's like, so people with ADHD went through time like that. Boom, boom. That's how it survived, ladies and gentlemen. And there's also curious stuff like that for, I don't know if I read anything for depression like that, although there's this idea of depressive realism. Back in the day, I think the mental issue went first, and then it got followed up with a use for the mental issue, but like schizophrenia and shamanism. The shaman priest were schizophrenics, which, like you can tell. So it seems like it wasn't that because they were shamans, they could be schizophrenic, or, like it survived because of schizophrenia. It's more like they had schizophrenia, but they were found a use. So it wasn't seen as a problem to kill them off or something. It sounds really weird to say it in that context, but yes, you know what I mean. Hopefully, don't sue me. So depression would have the depressive realism. I think I said that. And then you got stuff like anxiety, where generalized anxiety disorder would be